Welcome to the Greg Luchak Show. I hope everybody is staying safe and out of harm's way. I was hoping to do a live video on COVID-19, but didn't like how Facebook Live worked. So I plan to do another video in the coming days and plan to do a watch party instead. So stay tuned for that. Today's episode is about four of the 14 books that I'm planning to release, or I have been releasing over the last 3-4 weeks, part of my Greatest Business and Investor Training Program. If you're not aware of these books, they are short ebooks, on average about 20 to 30 pages. If you're looking for something new to do at home, or like when you're quarantined or you're social distancing, you can use your Kindle account, or you can just buy the ebook outright from Amazon and spend just a few dollars learning about investing in real estate and flipping property. I've always been a hands-on kind of guy. Most of what I talk about from the books are from my 40 years of experience investing and flipping and renovating and running a small business. So I hope you enjoy and learn something from all of my experiences. Today I'm going to be focusing on books 5, 6, 7, and 8. Real Estate, Opportunity of a Lifetime, Strategize, Real Estate Investing 101, Rehabbing for Profit, followed up by Shaking the Money Tree. These, I would say, are my favorite books out of the series so far. They're all, I think, good books, but these are my favorite because they're really about what I've been doing, for the past 40 years. You may be wondering, why now am I writing books? Well, first, I'm not getting any younger, so working on a job site isn't getting any easier either. Apart from my age, I find that I need to be at home to take care of my wife as she has health issues. I'm slowly becoming her caregiver. Some of you may have seen that story because I've talked a little bit about it in a few videos here and there. I've also posted on my Facebook page a little bit about it. So I want to have I want to be able to find a way of making money from home to support not only her, but our cost of living, so I can transition from being on a job site. So I'm just not ready to retire. Also, I believe in keeping busy and keeping your mind going. And apart from wanting to keep making money, I also want to keep busy. So I'm simply not ready to retire for many reasons. I believe we should all stay busy, have a project, something that is more than a hobby, to keep us invested in living. So let's get into the books. The first book, Real Estate, Opportunity of a Lifetime. This book talks about most of the areas that I discovered where and when you can invest in real estate. Some will surprise you. There are more opportunities than just flipping property or buying and renting. There are many different aspects to real estate, and I try and touch on most of the ones that I know, and I'm sure you'll be surprised at some of the ones that I talk about. So that's why, the Real Estate, Opportunity of a Lifetime. And so I follow that book up by Strategize, Real Estate Investing 101. This talks about the 5 basic strategies, and you may have heard me talk a little bit about these in the past. Rehab and flip, rehab and hold, buy and hold, wholesaling, and lease option. Now, I personally use 4 out of the 5 of these strategies. Lease option is not something that I've done before, but it is a tool that you can have in your investing toolbox that you could use, and it's worth talking about. I use real examples of properties I invested in to show you how these strategies work, and they're all based on my real life experiences. So I'm not something I read somewhere. I've actually done these things. I follow that book up with another favorite of mine, Rehabbing for Profit. Now, I'm sure many of you will be very interested in this one, because I'm sure who doesn't watch HGTV and all the flipping renovation shows that you can find on there. I still watch them, even though I do this for a living. I talk about renovating from a business and investor perspective. Tips on basic renovation topics and pointers on how to operate a renovation flipping business. And it gets very specific. It's right into a bunch of different topics, everything from hiring trades to old buildings versus new buildings versus, HVAC and plumbing and electrical and different trouble areas that you can fall into or find in real estate, in properties that you're looking at, to, kitchens and bathrooms and all the aspects of renovation in a business. So it touches on a lot of those. This book is a little bit longer than some of the other ebooks. More, I'd say the equivalent. It's about 54 pages as opposed to 30, but well worth. I don't believe there's any other book like it on the market. I have never seen anybody else talk about renovating the way I've been talking about it in the book. So I hope you enjoy that book. And I follow that book with the last book for today, I talk about shaking the money tree. And in this book, I talk about 35 different options to find and use to finance your investments. You can combine them, establishing some pretty creative financing techniques. Now, I'm not going to go into great depth here. What I want you to do is buy the book, obviously, but there's roughly 35 different options that you can use. So some of them I'm sure you've never thought of before, and you can, once you know about them, you can see how you can do creative financing by adding some of them to combining them together, find a way to finance your deal. So I hope that you get a hold of these books, you have a read, you come back and ask me a bunch of questions. Leave a comment below the video or any of the posts that's on a particular book. Leave a comment. I'd be very happy to answer questions, things like that. So this is my way from working from home. I hope you support me and my show. Buy a book. Click the Amazon link at the top of the page. I get, when you do that, I get a referral fee. Like if you click the link and you go shopping and you buy something, I get like a little referral fee. It's just another way for me to make some money supporting the show while I try and, part of the way I want to make money at home. You can also donate to my wife's GoFundMe. Plenty of links you can find those links on a lot of my social media. They're either in the post or they're on another post or they're at the top of the page. You'll find them. They're not hard to find. It's Christina's story. Now stay tuned, as the next video that I'll be talking about will likely be COVID-19 and how self-employed and small business owners will be coping. I was going to talk about it the other day, like I started earlier. I started saying that. I think it's an important thing. Many people, I know people that are like in my position, where originally when they started coming out with the measures from the government measures, I didn't qualify for them. And I know many of my self-employed friends and many of you out there didn't qualify. Now they're starting to create options for people to qualify, because these will be very tough economic times over the next several months. And just because you have a business, like when the money stops, everything stops. So we can have a chat about that. We'll talk about the measures. Hopefully I get some feedback from you. Post a comment. Let's talk about it. Let's get the conversation going. Nothing better than I would like to do is to try and find a way to help people, my own little way of helping people cope. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's video. My name's Greg Luchak, and as always, you have a great day and you keep crushing it.